We're from Chittalayam, and today we'll be talking about stigma against mental health. So we have two people here. Can you guys introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Bhoshaga. I'm part of Chittalayam, social leader, and I take mental health very importantly. And I'm happy to share some of the things that I've learned along the way, and of course, some of the experiences that I've had the privilege to work with. And hoping to join a very productive discussion.
Vyaas?
Fantastic. So it's good to have someone new on the call. And my name is Vyaas. I completed my degree in biomedical engineering, and I'm always passionate to learn about civic service, mental health, and I was a part of an organization called CELD when I was in college. So they focus on public service. So this is my my contribution towards spreading awareness around these topics.
Thanks so much. And my name is Akshay. I will be the moderator for this video. So let's get into the discussion. So the first question is, how do India perceive mental health, and what are some stereotypes that come with it?
I can take that one, sure. Thanks, Akshay, for the question. So how does India perceive mental health? Now, everybody in general, right? Everybody is here with the mindset of surviving, when in fact, we're not here to survive, we're here to thrive. So when we take a look at mental health, especially in India, unfortunately, when the World Health Organization pushed its doors in, they did a little survey, approximately 7.5% of the entire population faces mental health criticism in one way or another. And that reflects in how their daily lives go upon. So for instance, some of the basic stereotypes that we see is difficulty in various kinds of age ranges. For kids, this comes in the form of not getting enough attention and love from their family, and that results them feeling sad and sluggish. And then they continue to do more sluggish activities, things like not getting involved in clubs and events, not making a lot of friends, and that just brings them downhill. And as they progress up towards the next age range, being teenagers and college students, with the additional burden of having their classes to go on to, mental health plays a very significant role in determining if they're going to succeed or if they're going to have a lot of upsets towards the career path and in the days to come. So definitely in India, mental health is perceived as a stigma. It is something that not many people would want to talk about, mainly because as you bring things out, it makes you feel even worse at times, or at the same time, it's hard to gain help. It's hard to reach out, especially towards people who know how to do the right things at the right time. And of course, we're talking about stereotypes. There's a lot of things to go into, but perhaps one of the most notable things is in terms of the culture, the oppressive cultures. Sometimes some things are not as open as we would like it to be. Certain things might be a bit difficult to bring out because you might be compared differently among your peers, and certain things you might not even know how to share, or how do you do self-help, how do you take care of yourself. So I think those are the biggest stereotypes, and those are the major points to bring out, especially when you want to push more mental health, more self-love into certain parts of India.
Thanks so much. Sorry. Thank you so much. That was a very comprehensive answer. Vyaas, do you have anything to add?
So I was a part of the discussion we had on gender in mental health, and we sort of had a similar intro when it comes to how it's seen in India versus other countries. So, and I mean, I don't have much to add to that answer, but I'd like to say that being seen as a stigma is harmful, and we're just going to explore areas on how it impacts society as a whole and individual people in this meeting.
For sure. And I don't personally have anything to add on the perception either. I think Bhoshaga covered it pretty clearly. A few things I would add with the stereotypes is people sometimes, like, people say these things which could come as a hurtful thing. So one of those things is, like, people who talk about mental health are doing it to get attention, and maybe the attention they need is like sort of like even when they're hurt, like, like when you hurt your leg, break a leg, then like you need attention for that. Just because they're seeking attention doesn't mean the attention is bad. Then sometimes they say all you need is love and prayers to tackle mental illnesses. Love is very important. Like, prayer can be good too, but sometimes medical effort has to be done too, and so you do have to like take some extra steps. And sometimes, like, because of the stigmas, they say like people with mental illnesses are cuckoo or crazy, and that definitely doesn't help, because that plays an active role in bringing down people who want to talk about mental health and mental illnesses. And then there is a perception that people with mental illnesses are violent, whereas studies have shown that actually there are more violence done against people with mental illness than the people with the mental illness doing some violence. And then the final thing I can say is that like, even with the people who do like learn about mental health to a certain extent, they sometimes think that only people without a mental illness have stigma against mental health, but that's not true. Even people who do have it, they might not have the awareness, and just because you have a mental illness doesn't mean you understand it completely. And sometimes because you're hurt, somebody might be in a different spectrum and might have the same thing, and you might not be able to empathize with them, and that might hurt you too. So there's a lot of stereotypes around mental illness, and talking about it is the one way that I think that we can move forward and see whether something is true or not.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to see more videos on the topic, make sure to check out our playlist where we answer more questions. We'll see you next time.